Hey everyone, and welcome back to another under $5 eShop deals video, where each and every week we go through the Nintendo Switch eShop and we pick out some of the best games currently on sale, all the while staying under a budget of only $5. Now today's video is going to be a little special, because not only are we going to be giving away the regular $5 eShop gift cards, we're also going to be giving away 4 download codes for some free games. Now for those of you who might be new to the channel, for the $5 eShop gift cards, everything will be running as normal. All you need to do is be subscribed to the channel and drop a comment down below, then check out the next eShop deals video to find out if you won. Now if you are interested in the game giveaways, make sure you stay tuned because I'll be explaining that just a little later in the video. Also, if you reach the end of the video and you're still looking for other great deals, you can always check out the top pinned comment down below for the latest eShop deal videos, because most of those deals are still running today and I just don't repeat them 2 videos in a row. So now with all of that stuff out of the way, let's not waste any more time, let's jump straight into the deals. Just remember, if you are liking the content, one of the best ways to help support the channel, hit that like button. So our first game for today is actually a brand new entry to the series, and that is Cereal Cleaner, that is now 85% off, dropping its price to $2.24, and will be running all the way till September 17th. I think that the best way of describing this game is as a stealth-based action game, where you play a person that has to cover up murder scenes by cleaning them up. Now the game itself is mission-based. You'll be sent out, you'll have to clean up bodies, clean up blood stains, and other various tasks. Now the reason I say that this game it feels like a stealth-based game is that while you're trying to complete these tasks, you have to make your way around the different police officers that pretty much populate each one of the levels. Honestly, this game is a super fun concept, and as you work your way through it, there's almost a puzzle-like aspect that gets added. And it also has a very interesting art style and great music selection. So if you're looking for something a little different with a super interesting concept for this week at only $2.24, I think this game is really a great pickup. Now our next great game for today is Jet Cave Adventure, that is back to 90% off, dropping its price to only $1.99, and it'll be running till September 12th. Now this game is a 2.5D action platformer. And if you're looking for a quick reference point, I would say it feels somewhat like an entry from the Donkey Kong Country series. However, obviously not with the same level of polish, and also a much lower difficulty level. However, at the same time, for a game that you'll be only spending a couple of bucks on, I've got to say that visually, this game actually holds up really well. And although I would have liked the game to eventually become a little bit more difficult, the platforming nonetheless was very fun and satisfying, where you actually play as a caveman equipped with a jetpack. And if that concept sounds a little weird, don't worry, it's somewhat explained in the ridiculous setup to the storyline. And lastly, if you're still a little bit on the fence about this one, well guess what? There's even a free downloadable demo, so you can try it out for yourself. So our next game for today is going to be B.ARK, and this is actually the first game that I'm going to be giving away 2 free download codes courtesy of the developer. And if you want to participate in that giveaway, all you need to do is in whatever comment you write down below, you write !BARK. And contrary to our usual giveaways, I won't be announcing the winners in the next video. I'll rather be replying to the winning comments around 4 PM Eastern Time tomorrow, which will be September 4th. Now the reason I'm doing it this way is I want to make sure that even if you don't wind up winning the game, you still have a chance to pick it up before the sale ends. Because this is nonetheless a brand new low for the game, now 80% off, only $1.99, and it will be ending on September 6th. Now first of all, this is a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up that I've actually played on stream, and I'll also be linking that stream down below if you want to check out the gameplay. But what's actually great about this entry is you can play it in up to 4-player local co-op. And although it's not a pushover of a shmup, it's also not an extremely difficult one, meaning that if you're new to the genre, it's actually a really nice starting point. It also has some really attractive, almost cartoon-like graphics, so it's a great game to maybe get your kids into the shmup genre. And on a final note, I do want to specify this is not sponsored content. All they did was give me a couple of giveaway codes to really get my audience excited. And even before the giveaways, these were games I was suggesting, meaning that even if you don't win, as I said earlier, this is an amazing pickup at only $2. And now next we'll be looking at the second game that is part of the giveaway, and that is Adventures of Pip. And for this game, all you have to do is include in your comment !Pip. And by the way, you can enter everything in one single comment. If you drop a comment down below with !BARK and Pip in it, you'll be entered in the giveaway for the cards and the games. So just as our previous game, this game is at a brand new low of 80% off, dropping it to only $1.99 and will be running till September 6th. Now this game is a 2D action platformer, but it has a very original concept where you can actually increase the pixel level of your character, going from a single pixel to 8-bit to 16-bit to increase his abilities. And once again, it's also a game I played on stream, so I'll be linking that down below. Now overall, this is just a really well-made and well-rounded action platformer, and it's one that offers a ton of replayability as well, as there's a lot of hidden secrets to discover in pretty much every level. And talking about those levels, I've got to say the level designs were very impressive for this game, offering a ton of different obstacles and a pretty decent challenge level. And yet again, just as the previous game that was part of this giveaway, this is a game that I would have suggested whether I got the download codes or not. And at $1.99, which is a brand new low, it is another excellent pickup. So now it's time to take a quick break and announce today's winners of the $5 eShop gift cards. And our first winner for today is going to be The Guns, who said, Skull is the game of choice this week. And pretty much as I said in the video, since it's currently one of my favorite roguelites on the Nintendo Switch, I do definitely think you are right, and it was a great pickup. And our second winner for today is going to be Chiron the Beast, who said, Knights and Bikes looks very interesting. And once again, Chiron, as I said in the video, it is a very interesting game, especially if you have someone to play with in co-op. So now all you need to do to claim your $5 eShop gift cards is reach out to me in my pinned comment down below. So now if we jump straight back into our deals, our next one is going to be the Flame in the Flood Complete Edition that is now back to 80% off, only $2.99, and will be running till September 17th. At its heart, this game is somewhat like a survival roguelite. And the reason why I say somewhat like is that what's really interesting about this game is there's a variety of different playstyles here, some of which will reduce the difficulty level quite a bit and actually give you some checkpoints. But the basic setup is that a girl and her dog has to make their way down a procedurally generated river, all the while stopping at different encampments for food, medical supplies, and a bunch of other survival type options. And once again, this is a game that not only has some great gameplay, it once again has a totally beautiful visual style and another great soundtrack. And because of its various play options, it's another great game for any newcomers to the genre, at the same time with some really challenging modes that will satisfy veterans. Overall, I just really think this game is a great experience, and when you're getting it like today at only $3, it's actually a total steal. Now our next great game for today is going to be Blossom Tales: The Sleeping King, that is back to 67% off, dropping its price to $4.94, and this one actually runs till September 22nd. Now this is an action-adventure game that simulates very closely the style of an old-school Zelda game. And for anyone who would be looking for a little more precision, I would say it's very close to the Super NES era of Zelda games, something like A Link to the Past. Now I've said it before, a lot of games try to copy the Zelda formula, however few do it as successfully as the Blossom Tales series. And although it takes heavy inspiration from the Zelda series, if you actually play through this game and maybe eventually even its follow-up, you will see that eventually the Blossom Tales series really develops its own kind of style. It has some great moments of exploration and action, and some dungeon designs that are actually quite surprising. Not only that, but it's another game that if you're still not sure about, it's also offering a free downloadable demo. Now our next great deal for today is actually going to be on Green Hell, that is back to its lowest ever price of 90% off, only $2.49, and this one yet again will be running all the way till September 22nd. Now yet again here we have a survival game. However, this one is done with a first-person perspective. And contrary to the previous game we looked at, This one has a serious difficulty level, and it does not really have that many options to reduce it. So make sure before you pick this one up that you are ready for a serious challenge with a huge difficulty curve, especially in the beginnings. But behind all that challenge is an extremely satisfying game that is set in an open world Amazonian forest. I've got to also say that this game is present on other consoles, and graphically the strongest version isn't on the Switch, but I promise you, for the portability, if you're into handheld gameplay, it is more than worth the sacrifice. And any way you put it, at only $2.49, you are getting an amazing deal here for this week. So now it's time for today's Sizzle Reel of Deals with some other great games to consider. We're now at the end of today's eShop deals video, And just before we leave, I do want to give one other precision about the giveaways, and that is the fact that I know that currently there's a lot of scams going around YouTube. So I want to make sure that if I do contact you as a winner, I will not be asking for any money or any personal information. And if someone is contacting you asking for those type of things, it's definitely not me. Also, just before we leave, I want to, as usual, take a couple of seconds to really thank my channel supporters. Their monthly support is just so appreciated. And on the way out, don't forget that if you did like the content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and click on the notification bell. And as usual, I hope I'll see you in my next video.